Yo, what is up guys, it's me Jelly704 with a brand new series here on F1 2015. Basically what I'm going to be doing is a whole season with Lewis Hamilton. Yes, Lewis Hamilton, our British World Champion of 2014, and it's going to be the 2015 season. It's going to be a full season like I've said, but what it's going to be is 25% races, so that's quarter actual distance, so you get one pit stop. Included as well as the races will be a one-shot qualifying, so that means I get one lap to see where I'll come on the grid for each race. So basically what's going to happen in each episode is going to be the one-shot qualifying and the race highlights, and we'll see where we come. So let's get straight into it with a one-shot qualifying here at the Australian Grand Prix. There might not be much commentary. Actually, there probably won't be much commentary at all. There'll probably be, you'll hear me when I'm giving orders or asking stuff from my engineer. So let's just get straight into it. Let's get on with the first qualifying. First thing we're going to do is take it out of that one. Oh, let's go on there. As you can see in this qualifying lap, it is raining in Australia. I'm not very good in the rain on this track. I'm pretty decent on this track. Oh, didn't really hit the apex there at all. Let's see if we can get this one. Now I rode the curb a bit too much then. Let's get some speed out. I've chosen to do it with Lewis Hamilton because I want a bit, well, it's not much of a challenge with Hamilton. You're probably thinking this is going to be easy, but the difficulty is on hard. I don't know if I've mentioned that already, so it's going to be very difficult. In each episode you will be seeing the full one-shot qualifying lap to see where I come, and then you'll see highlights of the actual race. So this is going to be interesting for me because I've never done a series on F1. This game I love to bits. It's an absolutely fantastic game. Ooh, rubbed the tyre on the tyre wall there. But so far we look like we're going to be on pole. The dot on the mini-map in the bottom left-hand corner I believe is current pole sitter, so I am ahead of them at the moment. So we'll see how we do. So the voice you're hearing right now is my live feed. I'm saying this while I'm doing this lap, so I have to concentrate on the lap but also what I'm saying. Going around the final corner onto the pit straight, it looks like we're going to be on pole for the first race, which is absolutely fantastic. And there it is, confirmation that we are going to be on pole for the Australian Grand Prix at Albert Park in Melbourne. We actually were 4 seconds, well no, 3.7 seconds I believe, ahead of Nico Rosberg, my teammate, in second. Looking good for the race, even though that was tricky conditions. It's probably going to be sunny in the race, but we've still got to be very cautious of the cars behind. It's very tough on hard, but I love this track to bits. It's one of my favourites. Just let's get straight into it. Here we go, the first race at Melbourne. Let's go. Pretty decent start. Let's just check behind us. Rosberg is dropping behind us, but I saw Bottas make an early move on the Ferraris. Let's make that first corner stick. Beautiful first corner. We have to just get away from the chasing pack. I'm going to give as much commentary as I can, but there's no guarantees because this will be turned into highlights and I don't want no commentary to muck up those highlights. Good corner. So there's only going to be 15 laps because, like I've already said, that this is going to be quarter race distance. So that means there should only be one pit stop. That was a pretty bad corner. Decent. I like that. First lap done, a good time. 3 seconds behind already, Rosberg is. That's going to be really good, because if I can build that lead, this might be a straightforward win, I don't actually know. I think this is a good time to explain the menus that you can look at during the race that come up on the right hand side of the screen. It says at the top info. Basically what this little screen is, it says information about the race. So for fuel it says +1. That's not how many laps you have remaining until you run out of fuel, that's how many extra you have added onto the race. So if you want to use extra by changing the throttle, and throttle at the moment is on standard. If I change it to rich, that means I'll burn fuel through fuel quicker and use up that extra lap, but also my car will go quicker for however long I use it. If I change it to lean, that means I'm saving fuel, and that number should go up, so it should say +2 maybe. And then obviously at the bottom it does say pit 8. That's the lap that I'm due to pit. So I'm on lap 6 at the moment, going quite well at the moment, so I'm due to pit in 2 laps. But the thing is, and that's just to change my tyres, because in F1 at the moment there is no refueling. So if we go into damage, this is where you can see how worn your tyres are. So at the moment my front left is worn the most because it's orange. When it goes red, that means they are seriously worn and they're in danger of popping. On this game I have had a couple of punches because this menu for the unupdated version actually isn't available. So with the update you can see how much tyre wear you had, and so far my tyres feel alright at the moment. They don't feel as bad as they look, but I'm due to put in 2 laps, so it's fine anyway. And then we go on to temperature, and that's just temperature for the tyres around like the corners. So I just had a very high speed right then, so my front left actually was very hot. My engineer has just come onto the radio and said I'm due to pit in this lap, but we saw on that menu that it's lap 8, so I'm actually going to not listen to my engineer and I'm going to stay out an extra lap, because honestly I believe I can. Looking at how red those tyres are though, it's just scary.
The tyres are starting to fall off. Adjust pace accordingly.
Getting very red. If I get a punch around this lap, I will not be happy. It's my own judgment call. It could cost me the race. I need to be very careful. Oh, there's a lot of damage to that front left. Oh my god, I just don't need to get, please, I'm in the last sector now. Please don't get a puncture. There normally is a sound just before it pops, like just lose total air. You can actually hear it, it's brilliant. It's totally red now. I'm surprised I haven't got a puncture. Right, I'm coming in. Bad corner. Bad corner. Right, this is my first pit stop of the new season. Can we get it good?
Go, go, go.
Right, 2.5 seconds. In terms of real life, that's actually pretty decent. Right, so we're coming out to the pits after a very successful pit stop, and we enter still in first place, which is fantastic. Fantastic news. You're probably thinking, this looks so easy. Like, you're 18.9 seconds in front of Vettel. What can possibly go wrong? But I have to admit, this is one of my favourite tracks. So I am actually really good with this track. If you think it's still too easy though after a few races, well, a couple of races, I will turn up. If I believe it is as well, I will turn up, give myself a bit more of a challenge. But it is Lewis Hamilton and the fastest car on the grid, so you kind of expect me to win, but you also expect me to be challenged, and so far I'm just not being challenged.
was the
That
fastest lap of the
was
race.
the new
Keep this up.
fastest lap of the race. So that was lap 10. I got that in. Seems we're coming up on a slow car. I don't know who it is right now. It probably is Roberto Merri. Is it Roberto Merri? I know it's Merri. It's the second name, but I just don't know his first. So a bit of action, because at the moment nothing's happening.
Half of our initial fuel load now. We're down to 40% fuel.
It is Roberto Merri. Oh, we have 19 runners. Someone's dropped out the race.
Is looking positive so far.
I should just get out of the way
There's
easily.
plenty of life left
Well,
in these
so I'm
fuel
just looking in
rods.
the mirrors. Yeah, he's far enough behind. I believe we're coming up to the next Mana Russia driver, and that is going to be Will Stevens. Yes, it is. Should get past him with ease. Don't slow down too much, Will. No, I'm just going to take on the inside there. Don't take me out, Will. I can see him on my rear view mirror. Nah, I think we got away with it. And here we are going around the final corner to start the last lap of this race. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn fuel up to rich, meaning that I've got more horsepower. It's going to be a faster car, but I will be burning through any of my excess fuel. And we've got a few cars to get past. But this is a good opportunity to talk about how I think the race has gone. I think we've done everything brilliantly. I don't think we've made any mistakes. Well, as you can see, we're in first still. Just need to be careful going past these cars. It could be bad. Oh, that was scary. Right, Maldonado. Oh my God, you're not going to get out of the way. Oh, don't take me out, don't take me out, don't take me out. Oh my God. Even back markers, they're just scary. So yeah, this is the final lap. We should get the win, and to start off the season with 25 points. I feel like difficulty, even though it's on hard, wasn't that bad at all. I feel like we could have had more of a challenge, but it's been a good race to start off. Like I did say, it's one of my favourite tracks, so that's probably played a part. Oh my God, he could have taken me out then, Kvyat. But we're going to come round the last few corners now. Brilliant weekend. Well, when I say weekend, I mean like qualifying and the race. No troubles whatsoever. Hopefully you have learnt a bit if you haven't seen this game before. Hopefully you have enjoyed watching it. I'm going to wrap it up in a second, but for now, just need to enjoy the race win.
Yes, you've done it. Well done.
That's the end of the first race here in Melbourne, and it's Lewis Hamilton who's got the upper hand and 25 points to his name.
Well, Lewis is always someone the other drivers respect. He's one of the best drivers on the grid, and if he has a competitive car, he'll always be near the front, and he's proven that yet again today.
It was great having you with us for this weekend. I hope you enjoyed it as much as we did. Until next time though, goodbye.
Well guys, that's going to wrap it up for the first episode of this F1 2015 Lewis Hamilton to Victory series. If you enjoyed, please leave a like, leave comments on what you thought, if you want me to increase the difficulty, what else you want to see, if you want to see a proper qualifying or whatnot. But until next time, it's goodbye.